Hello, and welcome. You're watching Prime Pulse News USA. Headline: Immigration raid at Hyundai plant in Georgia sparks diplomatic tensions between US and South Korea. Tonight, we bring you a developing story that has shaken the US-South Korea alliance. An immigration raid at the Hyundai LG battery plant in Georgia has not only disrupted operations but also created diplomatic ripples across the Pacific. From the detention of hundreds of South Korean workers to official regrets expressed by Washington, here's a detailed timeline of how the events unfolded. Report 1. September 4, 2025, the raid. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement launched a massive raid at the Hyundai LG battery manufacturing facility in Elabelle, Georgia. Nearly 475 workers were detained, and over 300 of them were South Korean nationals. Many were accused of working outside the terms of their visas, often B-1 or temporary permits, which do not allow full-time labor. The raid shocked both the local community and officials in Seoul. 2. September 5 to 7, 2025, South Korea responds. As news spread, the South Korean government expressed outrage. Labor Minister Kim Young-hoon condemned the treatment of the workers, saying it was humiliating and unacceptable. Families of the detained described the experience as traumatizing, with some workers shackled and photographed during processing. Seoul officially demanded clarification from Washington and immediate guarantees for their citizens' rights. 3. September 9 to 11, 2025, growing diplomatic pressure, tensions escalated. South Korean media questioned whether the U.S. was turning hostile toward foreign workers, especially those from allied nations. Protests broke out in Seoul, and opposition leaders called the raid a violation of trust. Meanwhile, the Biden administration faced mounting pressure from both labor unions and lawmakers in Washington to defend the actions as a matter of immigration law enforcement. 4. September 12, 2025. Workers return home. Dozens of South Korean workers began returning home. At Seoul's Incheon Airport, they were welcomed by officials and families. Tearful reunions highlighted the human cost of the raid. Many workers said they felt they had been treated like criminals, despite working legally through subcontractors. 5. September 14, 2025, U.S. expresses regret. In an effort to ease tensions, U.S. Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau traveled to Seoul. He offered official regrets for the way South Korean nationals were handled during the raid, emphasizing that Washington values its partnership with Seoul. Landau also hinted that new visa categories might be introduced to prevent such incidents in the future. Analysis and impact. This incident raises serious questions. On foreign investment, will multinational companies hesitate to bring skilled foreign workers into the U.S.? On labor policy, does the U.S. need clearer visa categories for technical experts working on major industrial projects? On diplomacy, can the U.S. reassure its key ally that this was not a signal of mistrust, but rather a legal misstep? President Donald Trump, while defending immigration enforcement, stated that foreign companies and workers are welcome in America, but they must follow U.S. laws. Analysts say this is a fine balancing act, enforcing immigration rules without discouraging billions of dollars in foreign investment. Closing. As the dust settles, the raid at the Hyundai plant has left behind more than legal questions. It has left scars in a vital alliance. With South Korea demanding assurances and Washington promising reforms, the world will be watching how the two nations navigate this diplomatic storm. Next headline: Trump's state visit to the UK. Royal ceremony meets diplomatic strategy. Report. Tonight's top story: President Donald Trump's second state visit to the United Kingdom. This is more than just pomp and pageantry. It's a moment where royalty, politics, and diplomacy collide, shaping the future of the US-UK special relationship. In tonight's report, we break down the preparations, the key issues, and the potential impact of this highly anticipated visit. Reporting live from London, I'm reporter name. Windsor Castle is now in its final stage of preparation. A 50-meter mahogany dining table has been polished for the royal banquet, the King's Court is rehearsing, and a full musical band is set to perform. From parades to formal ceremonies, everything is arranged with traditional grandeur. Royal historians tell us that this kind of state visit is not just about tradition, it's a display of soft power. Behind the royal spectacle lies a deeper diplomatic message, strengthening friendships, negotiating trade, and reinforcing security alliances. But here's the real question: is this visit simply about royal greetings and ceremonial banquets? Or is it about reshaping international ties? Let's take a closer look at the key issues. 1. Soft power and amp. Royal influence. King Charles III and senior royals are playing a central role, using royal hospitality to showcase Britain's traditions. Trump's meetings with the royal family are meant to highlight goodwill, stability, and continuity. 2. Trade and amp. Political interests. The United Kingdom is hoping to secure favorable trade agreements with Washington. Beyond trade, leaders are expected to discuss cooperation on European security and ongoing tensions with Russia. 3. Security and amp. Protocol. This visit involves the US President, the royal family, and Britain's highest officials. Security is at its tightest. Road closures, crowd control, and media restrictions are all in place to ensure a smooth and secure event. 4. Reactions and amp. Criticism. Some analysts argue that the lavish ceremony is a flattery strategy, designed to appeal to Trump's taste for grandeur while quietly pursuing national interests. Others see it as a valuable opportunity, a symbolic bridge of diplomacy and culture. Tomorrow, the visit officially begins. President Trump and the First Lady will receive a royal welcome, complete with a horse-drawn carriage, a guard of honor inspection, and a lavish state banquet hosted by King Charles III. Closing. As we've seen, this state visit is more than a royal performance. It is a diplomatic stage play, where history, politics, and ceremony merge. Will it deliver new opportunities for trade and security? Or will it be remembered as just another glittering show of soft power? You're watching Prime Pulse News USA. Stay with us and don't forget to subscribe, because your source for what's trending, what's changing, and what's next in America.